Welcome back. You're watching StoryBoard. Now, if you're internet savvy, then you've probably watched her videos or at least heard her name. Superwoman or Lily Singh is one of the most famous YouTube personalities known for her satirical sketches on everyday life. She has more than 5 million subscribers and has collaborated with brands and celebrities like Shah Rukh Khan and Madhuri Dixit. So what makes her tick, and is there a science behind making viral content? I caught up with her for all that and more. Listen in. How did it all start? You know, when did you first upload your video, and what was the process like?
I first uploaded my video in 2010. So it was a spoken word piece, very serious, very horrible video, very uncomfortable to watch. And then I put it out there and I was like, oh wow, like 70 people watched it. Yes, 70 people. And from there I just really fell in love with being able to say whatever I want to say, how I want to say it. Started uploading more frequently, slowly molded myself into just being a bit more of myself, my funny, weird self, and that gradually turned into 2 videos a week comedy into where I am right now.
So when did you realize that, you know, you've arrived?
I still don't think I've realized ever, to be honest. I'm not a product of a viral video at all. There are many creators that had that video, it went viral, and they gained their success that way. I believe that every video I've created has counted in some way. You know, it's been a very taking the stairs process, not taking the elevator. But I think the closest thing to that would be 2 videos. One is Stuff Punjabi Mothers Say, and one is How Girls Get Ready. Those are probably my 2 most popular videos that have gained a lot of traction.
Okay, so can you describe a typical day? What is the method to the madness? Because I'm sure a lot of work goes in, especially now that you are a big star. You have scripts, you have videos, you have to edit, then you have to talk to brands because there's a lot of branded content that you do. So can you take me through that process?
So it involves no sleep and no eating, that's for sure, and many energy drinks. No, I wake up, and the great thing about my job is that every day is different. I wouldn't be able to tell you like, oh, on a daily basis I do this, because it's always changing. So I mean, things that I do are, okay, so I write scripts for my videos, I record my videos, I edit my videos. I spend a lot of time figuring out marketing. Like a huge part of my job is how do people see my content. So whether it's seeing what other creators are doing or what new things I can do, exploring social media. I'm a really big nerd. I read a lot of articles about social media. I have a lot of conference calls, a lot of meetings. And really just, it's such a new, unconventional job. So everything I do is very like, just exploring it more. What else can I do? What else is out there? And just seeking opportunities is a big part of my job, yeah. Okay.
So what has the marketing strategy been for brand Superwoman?
For me personally, I'm not an expert. I'm just guessing as I go, making it up, to be honest. My brand strategy it's quite sentimental, actually. It's probably the worst business strategy, but in terms of my soul, it's good. It's always do things because you enjoy doing them, and if you don't enjoy doing something, do not do it, because it'll never be authentic. And I guess that does relate to business, because people can see when something's not authentic and it doesn't do as well. It is to be family friendly. I'm family friendly by nature. I don't swear in my videos. I don't swear in real life either. Not that anything's wrong with it. I just choose not to do so. So I would say relatable, feel good comedy for humans and unicorns alike. That's my brand strategy.
When did the monetization process start? When did brands get into the picture? When did YouTube come into the picture?
That's a really good question, actually. When I first started YouTube, I remember like in my 3rd video, I got an email from YouTube saying, do you want to be part of our partner program? And I was like, oh my god, like why did this happen? And then my friend was like, someone at YouTube probably just thinks you're hot. Just relax. I remember. I was like,
that's not that bad.
I was like, whatever.
As long as it works.
Like as long as it worked. But I was a partner for a while. And nothing really happened. Like YouTube still didn't recognize me or identify me, and I didn't know anyone personally there. It wasn't for about a year and a half until I actually met someone that was like, hey, like I work at Google, I work at YouTube. Let us know if you need anything. So the monetization started from the beginning, but it was very, very minimal. And as you gain traction, become more consistent, it's able to be lucrative, and you can make a living off of it. But I think the most important thing I did to get recognized by YouTube is networking. It's the most important part of my job. Going to events, going to LA, networking, meeting people, and now I can safely say, like, if I have a problem with YouTube, I'm just gonna be like, there's a problem with YouTube, fix it.
So you have the top bosses on speed dial.
I mean, I wouldn't say speed dial, but maybe an email away.
Okay. Yeah. How do you work with brands, and how do you then maintain the thin balance between getting your content out and making it clean, and also integrating a brand without making it look like an ad?
Right. I'll be honest with you, I get a lot of brand deals and I say no to like 99% of them. I've done brand deals that excite me.
Okay.
If I really agree with the product or what they're promoting, I'll do it, but my rules be always transparent. So if I'm working on a huge project and a brand says, hey, we want to support this project, I will openly tell my audience, hey, this project is happening because of this brand and therefore we should support this brand. I will say no to any brand deal that's like, hey, during this interview, look at this amazing bottle of water I am drinking. I won't do anything like that. It's just my personal preference.
But when you look at your own videos and you realize, these are the ones that worked, have you ever gone back to analyze why they worked?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why you think certain videos did better than the others?
Of course. So I don't think any of my videos are actually viral. On my channel, certain content does better than other content. And I'm the biggest statistical geek in the world, and I'll be able to tell you which ones do better, which ones don't, who watches them, all that jazz. But I think the videos of my parents do exceptionally well, and I think it's because it's so relatable. Everyone at some point in their life has had parents and can relate to that. And that will do better than me talking about a certain event that took place in North America. Because, the internet is a world wide web. So it's definitely the content that people relate to the most around the world, and it's not culturally, just associated to one culture. Yeah.
So I'm guessing a lot of your viewers will be South Asians from across the world. But have you been able to expand, and are you looking to expand across ethnically?
When I first started, actually, it's interesting. When I first started, I did have a majority South Asian audience. And now I can honestly say it's evening out a lot. My audience is not just South Asians and Indians now. When I do meetups, there's people of all different races and cultures and religions, and it's awesome. And I think it's because I have made a conscious effort to make it that way. When I first started making videos, it was, my Indian parents do this, and this is what happens in my Indian life. And I've stopped doing that. I've stopped just labeling it for Indian people or for South Asians, because my content is for everyone. Like I said, everyone at some point has had parents, all people have been in a relationship at some point. They have relationship problems, they have guy problems, girl problems, whatever. So I think because I've consciously made that effort to make it global, my audience is global now. But it is still majority female, and it probably still is a little bit skewing to the majority South Asian, but it is, for the most part, rounding off. Yeah.
Okay. How do you avoid becoming a victim of your own success? Because the key to viral content is it has to be fresh, it has to be something new, but that can also fall into a rut.
100%. There's some days where I wake up and I'm like, okay, I need to make a video that's, gonna do well, it has to be relevant, and then I just tell myself to shut up. That's the honest truth. I find the balance of making content that'll do well, balanced on content I want to make. Like, I have to be able to want to make, if I don't want to watch my own video, then something's wrong. So I'm not a victim of my own success because I make the priority, did I like this video, and would I watch this video, was it fun to make? And then second to that is it good in a business aspect? Like, is it searchable? Is it discoverable? And all those things.
We're going to take a short break here. On the other side,